Okay, let's talk about supplements. There is just so much bullshit advice when it comes to supplement on YouTube, especially when it comes to supplements for calisthenics. So I decided to just record this video to clear out the topic for you and just give you simple and proven information, proven by studies. So, first and foremost, supplements will increase your strength maybe by 5, maximum 10%. So really what is most important here is a good whole food diet, plenty of water throughout the day, and good sleep at night. These 3 things, if you haven't nailed them down in your life, there is just no point for taking supplements of any kind. Maybe you are a bit surprised right now because supplements are such a hyped up topic, because corporations just want to take your money. That's what it's all about. However, there are a few supplements that really improve your performance and just make training more enjoyable. And that's what this video is all about. I will only tell you about the supplements that are well researched, so that it's proven that they work. They are relatively cheap, so they are worth buying, and that are easy to ingest. So the first one is, you guessed it, creatine. So what creatine does is it just increases the amount of fuel that's in your muscles. And it's not any fuel, it's phosphocreatine, which is the fuel that is active when you're doing very intense and fast exercises, like up to 5 reps of something really difficult. So it really comes in handy when training, especially for strength or hypertrophy. But it has a number of other benefits, like it also improves cognitive function, it makes you less sleepy throughout the day, and things like that. So basically studies found that it can improve your strength or power output by 5 to even 14%. So it's a great, well-researched supplement that is worth buying. And when it comes to the type of creatine, because there are plenty on the market, the most popular is monohydrate. But the thing with monohydrate is that this form of creatine will connect with water, thus making your muscles look bigger, more full. It sounds like a good thing, doesn't it? But the downside is that it also increases your weight by around 2 kilograms. So if you really work for calisthenics skill, relative strength is really important for you, then it will be a serious downside. So the easy fix for that is just buying the creatine HCl, which is chlorofluoride or some shit. It basically gives you all the things that creatine monohydrate gives you, but it doesn't make you hold more water. It is also around 2 times more expensive.
Well, I'm out, man.
So you don't have to buy that, it's only 2 kilograms, but if you are, really serious, you really want to have amazing performance, maybe you're going on a competition or something, you may consider buying it. Also, a little less popular and less expensive form is tricitrate malate of creatine, and it basically just works pretty much the same as HCl. It's a bit cheaper, and yeah, it doesn't make you hold water. Some people do the loading phase with creatine. It is just not necessary. You just take 3 to 5 grams of creatine every day and you will see results. You can literally take 3 to 5 grams of creatine for the rest of your life. That's what I do for like a few years now, and I feel great. And also one downside is that you will see the effect of the creatine after at least 1 month of daily intake. That's how creatine monohydrate looks like, in a form of powder. You can also take it in the form of pills. They can be quite big, maybe hard to swallow for some people, like that. And you have to swallow 5 of these. But if you train yourself well, you can swallow all the 5 at once. That's what I did. And I also have the creatine HCl. It's basically the same thing, but HCl has very sour taste. So it may not suit many people. It doesn't suit me, but I just dry scoop it and try to not think about the taste. Okay, so another great supplement is caffeine. I have it right here. Pure caffeine in tablets. works great. It basically blocks the receptors in your brain that are responsible for fatigue, so you basically just don't feel fatigue, and that's it. As a result, it improves endurance, it can improve your strength even by 7%, some studies said. It also improves your explosiveness and speed of movement, and obviously it greatly enhances your motivation to train. Your just well-being. I love this supplement. Andrew Tate calls it a miracle drug, and I'm not surprised why. It also works as a diuretic, so it gets rid of water from your body, making you lighter. Also good for some people training calisthenics skills. But it can disrupt your sleep if taken late in the day. So give it at least 4 hours before going to sleep. It should be just fine. And when it comes to the dose, 1 to 3 milligrams per kilogram of your body weight. So it's 2 to 6 milligrams per pound. And you should not exceed 5 milligrams per kilogram of body weight, because then your performance is just worse. And the downside is that you build tolerance to it. So you should take at least 2 days free of caffeine in the week, and also like 1 week pause every couple of months, because tolerance to caffeine completely resets after around 1 week. It's not really that big of a commitment, is it? The next thing is beta-alanine. It is also a great supplement, but it is more for the endurance athletes, because it works only if you are exercising for like 1 to 4 minutes. Doesn't work if you're doing just a set of 8 or a set of 12. And what it does, it basically prevents your muscle from shutting down when the lactate levels are very high in your muscle. So when you're, for example, running, sprinting for a long time, more than 1 minute, and then it will keep your muscles working for a longer time. Some people, including me, also take it as a pre-workout, because it has a great feeling of like tingling in your muscles. It just forces you to start moving and exercising. So yeah, if you like that feeling, you can take it just for that. And it also must be taken for a few weeks to see the results in endurance training. So that's definitely a drawback. And some people might argue that beta-alanine basically increases the levels of carnosine in your muscles, and it is better to take L-carnosine instead, because it is just a pure form. And actually studies show that it's better to take beta-alanine than carnosine. I don't know why, but you can get deeper into that if you want. Okay, I have to change spots because this rock is hard as shit. Guys, I've lost my muscle up because I've been just training acrobatics for like 2 months right now, not touching the pull-up bar. And now I try to just regain that, you know. I promise you, I will get that in a few days, you will see. Okay, so let's talk about citrulline. Citrulline is truly a great supplement because it basically just widens your arteries in your body, allowing for more blood flow throughout your muscles and joints and everything. And therefore it lowers the blood pressure, and it increases the amounts of nutrients that flow through your body, allowing for better recovery. And I really feel that I recover a lot better when I take citrulline. It's also good for getting the pump. It also kinda makes you more alert like caffeine does, but it doesn't disrupt your sleep. So if you're training late in the day, you may consider taking a citrulline instead of caffeine, and your sleep won't be fucked up that night. And I think the only drawback is that you have to take quite big doses of it, like 5 to 10 grams, and it basically looks like that. There is 1 scoop, and then also half scoop, and that's about 8 grams, I think. That's how much I take. I just dry scoop it and a person gets used to that. I've also heard that some people take citrulline instead of Viagra, so you can also try that. I haven't tried it yet. So the next big thing is vitamin D. So this vitamin, as you may know, is basically produced by your body when you're exposed to sunlight, and the bigger your insufficiency of that vitamin, the bigger benefits you will see when you start implementing it. However, most people on the planet have some insufficiency of that vitamin, so really I just recommend to buy something like that, 4,000 units. It's also good if it has K2 vitamin added to it, because if you take higher doses, like more than 4,000 units per day, in the long term it can cause some arteries problems with blood flow, something like that. But vitamin K2 prevents all of that. And actually it's really cheap supplement, so you can just buy it. You don't need to get a blood work test done. You can if you want, but I tell you, you will probably have some insufficiency with this vitamin. And what studies show is that it can improve your recovery, it can improve your strength, performance, endurance, all that good stuff, and also a lot of other health benefits. And it must be taken for like at least 2 weeks to see the benefits. So it's also one of these long-term supplements. And the last supplement on this list is omega-3. This basically doesn't really give you any benefits directly for strength or performance or endurance, but it has just a lot of benefits when it comes to general health and well-being. Like, it literally helps for depression. It also reduces inflammation in your body, reduces DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness. And yeah, there were just a lot of studies showing that taking that supplement can have many health benefits and basically can improve your life. You also have to take it for 2 weeks in order to see benefits. And I think the biggest drawback is that most studies that were researching this supplement took relatively high dose. I mean, around 2 grams of EPA and DHA combined. So most supplements like this one have around 300 milligrams of these. So actually I have to take 7 of these pills. I have to take 7 of these pills daily. I've learned to swallow all 7 of them. People say I'm gonna choke and die, but it's really fun to do. And taking such dose costs me around $1 for 3 days. Some people might say it's not that expensive, but actually compared to all of the other supplements on this list, it pretty much is. But as I said, it has a lot of benefits. You can research the topic more if you want to know exactly what this will help for, but it generally just improves the mood. And there are actually many other nootropics and adaptogens that promise improved mood, vigor and energy levels throughout the day. For example, right now I'm testing Schisandra chinesis, or how the fuck do you spell it, and Rhodiola rosea, the one that Andrew Huberman talks about all the time. And I can't really tell you if that works, because it will take at least a few months for me to test it out properly, and maybe I will record a video on it. But really, nootropics and adaptogens are fucking deep rabbit hole. Like, if you will get into researching those, be careful. And you could say that your grandparents take less pills than me, but you know, every one of these serves a different purpose. Every one of these has its own unique, and it's such a great feeling to just be the alchemist of your own body. You can just manage what you're good at, like in a video game on a certain day. So right now I will give you supplement kits for each one category of training. The strength training, hypertrophy training and endurance training. What supplements are just best for each one of these categories? Oh. Wait a minute. Okay, what do we have here? Peanut butter, also a great supplement. 600 calories in 100 grams of peanut butter, which is great, and I love the taste. And it's also super healthy. More peanut butter. Try creatine malate. This is what I talked to you about. It is an alternative to creatine HCl. It also doesn't make you hold water, and it is a bit cheaper. So I just bought that to test it. And also ashwagandha. I've heard it is better in the capsule form. It is also more expensive. Yeah, I will also just test it out. And this big guy, protein. I haven't talked about protein because protein is bullshit. You don't need it to build muscle, you don't need it to build strength. So you may be asking, why the hell did you buy it? Because it fucking tastes good, you know? I just like to add a scoop to my oats in the morning or some shit to the pancakes. It just tastes great. So obviously you don't need that much supplements. You don't need even half of these supplements to perform well. And right now I'm gonna tell you exactly what you need depending on your training style and training goals. So, for strength training, you need creatine, caffeine, and citrulline. Citrulline is optional. It will just make you recover faster after your training, so you can train more frequently. And I will just add citrulline to every category. So, for endurance or high rep training kit, you also need creatine, caffeine, and beta-alanine. And also, as I said, optionally citrulline. And for the hypertrophy training, you need creatine monohydrate, which will make you look bigger, whey protein, just to make sure you have enough. As I said, you don't need to buy that, you can just deliver all the protein you need naturally with food. But it's good to add a scoop here and there just to, you know, lower the chances that you have any insufficiency. And optionally, caffeine and citrulline. Caffeine will just get you more motivated to train and give you more energy to bust out all that volume that you need for muscle growth, and citrulline for recovery. Simple. If there is a supplement that I haven't covered in this video, it either doesn't work, it works but kinda works, or it's just too expensive to be worth it. Trust me, I've researched like 50 different supplements, all the studies, everything, and chose only the best, the most studied, the most researched ones for you. And these supplements are proven to work, the ones I showed you. But of course, you can do anything you want. I'm not your dad to tell you what to spend your money on. You can buy whatever you want. If you think the name of the supplement is cool, like Turkesterone, you can just buy it for the name or do whatever you want. And that's it, that's the video. I haven't been really active recently because I've been going to 9-to-5 job, because these supplements, they require some money to buy them. And also now I will be able to buy all the best courses on the market for training, and I will definitely be giving you in these videos all the best stuff that I learned from them. I am learning every single day, so you can trust me that my information is proven and well researched. Right now I still have a few weeks before going to school, and literally every single day, all of my free time I'm spending either on training or on researching about training. So yeah, a lot more videos are gonna come, a lot more free knowledge for you. I won't charge anything because there is just so much bullshit in this space on YouTube. I have a feeling that everyone just makes these videos to get views, and they don't even try that hard, you know, that they don't even prepare before recording. They just, so many people are lazy. That's what gets me angry sometimes. I really hope you got some value from this video. Comment below your thoughts, what you think. Give a like if you enjoyed it. Give a dislike if you didn't. No one's gonna see that anyway. And yeah, see you in the next video.